Yeah, I have tons of different ones that I trade out all the time, but I've got wrinkles too.
And we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I see Rebecca was first and Kelly was second. No teacher, no shows today, Heather. So welcome everybody. Today I'm going to introduce you to Heather, who I feel like I was just telling her I've known forever because I have followed her channel and her journey. So Heather, for those that don't know you, can you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am Heather. I am an online teacher and I'm also a full-time RVer with my family. Hometown is North Carolina, but we're currently in Wyoming for the summer.
Nice. I love it. I follow her story. Where have they been? I have my list of places I need to go check out. And yeah, if you're into RVing, go check out their channel. And you have a lot of fun videos on there too. So
we try. I think we're going to eventually get to meet you though, because I know where we usually go for the winter, you're not far from there. So maybe in this next winter, we'll get to meet you.
Yeah, sounds good. I can't wait. All right. And they have their little guy on their channel with them. So I feel like I have seen him since he was a baby.
Oh, so I watched him grow. Yeah.
Yes. It's so cute. You guys got to check it out. But we'll let you know her channel name and everything. All the links are below. So you can just go ahead and check out her channel as well. So, and why did you become a teacher?
Well, funny story. I became a teacher because I wanted a job. I actually didn't go to school to be a teacher. I just found, we moved to New York and I looked up and found the Boys and Girls Club of Albany. And I started working after school program with them. And I fell in love with, helping kids and teaching kids. So kind of went from there.
Yeah. I didn't know I wanted to be a teacher either. My story's a little similar as well. I volunteered in the school just because that's where my kids were. And then I ended up working there. And then I ended up getting a job. I was like, huh. So were you a brick and mortar teacher as well? Or are you all online or both?
Yeah, I did pre-K in an elementary school. And then I did a lot of child care centers. I was the pre-K teacher for that. Became the director. And then once Elias came along, I quit and just did full-time online. I was VIP kid teacher at that time.
And what companies do you work for now?
Now I'm with OutSchool and AllSchool.
Okay. I knew OutSchool, but I don't know that I knew AllSchool. Rebecca, we have another one on our side for babies. Rebecca was pre-K and kinder, and I've done all kinder and first grade. So
nice. That's the good age. It's the fun ages.
Rebecca just wrote, I love pre-K.
Me too. It's my favorite age.
Yeah. So they see this a little bit delayed. So I may say something and they come up with something after. But if you guys have questions for Heather or for me, just go ahead and put them in the chat box. Let's see. Oh, what kinds of classes do you teach on AllSchool and OutSchool?
So I do a wide variety. I do a lot of science, art, reading. My favorite, most popular classes are actually dinosaur classes. And they're, yeah, it's fun. It's fun seeing how excited little kids get about dinosaurs, and it makes me even more excited about it.
Oh, I love it. I love teaching dinosaurs. Yeah. We'll have to chat about that one later.
I didn't know that you did that too. So that's awesome.
Yes, I did. I have a nonfiction and fiction one for dinosaurs, just teaching the difference. I love dinosaurs. At the end of the school year, so we taught all of our curriculum, and then at the end of the year, we always had time. And the teacher I team taught with, well, she was down the hall, but we teamed up. She always picked oceans and I always picked dinosaurs. So awesome. We always had an extra week of each. So that was always fun. So you said dinosaurs are your favorite. So if a parent wanted to sign up for your classes, what age group and how can they find you?
Most of my classes are 4 to 8, but I do have some go as young as 3 and some as old as 10. Okay. And it's just looking at my name. So my first and last name, Heather Pearson. Just look it up in the search box. Yeah, I don't know if I thought to put any of your classes down there, but if you want to send me a class after, I'll put the link below as well too. So okay, those of you that have little ones that want to learn about dinosaurs or science,
Rebecca teaches science too.
That's a fun subject too. That
Oh.
was my favorite subject in school was science. So I like teaching it. Awesome.
Mine too. Oh, we have so much to chat about. I had this huge garden they let me have in the backyard, and it was just like my favorite part. We'd be all dirty. They even ordered me worms.
Love it.
I had worms for my garden. The kids learned the difference between them, and then it started becoming part of our curriculum. So we
Nice.
actually got 2 types of fish, 2 types of worms, 2 types of bugs. It was awesome.
Nice.
I could talk science all day, but we probably don't have time for that one. So Kelly and Rebecca, what are your favorite classes to teach? We want to see it in the chat box, please. I'm gonna guess Kelly's favorite is something with history. She told me on here the other day. Now I can't remember which ones, but she teaches more older kids.
I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not sure I have the patience for that. I'm trying. I went up to 10, but
I worked in the schools, and at first I was a tutor, or not a tutor, a substitute teacher, and I would be from pre-K through 6th grade. I tell you, anytime they asked me to go above 3rd grade, I was like, So they knew if they really, really needed me, they would put me there, but they knew to put me in the lower classes, like the little guys.
yeah.
So for the most part, I worked almost every single day as a substitute in the lower grades.
Nice.
Heather, the 4th graders hid my lesson plans on me one time. They threw them in the trash can. I dropped the kids off at the library. I'm like, look, I can't find my lesson plans.
Well, see, and you can't just say, okay, sit down, you're in trouble. They're going to say, no.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, I'll leave then. I'll go.
I'm going to go. Kelly said her government class and her video class, that was the other one, is her close second. Yeah, she teaches about videoing, like videography and stuff for kids.
Cool.
Yeah. I can hear myself. Is that on your device, or is mine throwing off feedback?
I can't hear. I can just hear you once.
Okay. Let us know. Let us know if you hear me twice, guys. Okay. I think I interrupted you. So how can parents find your class?
Just looking at my name, or I mean, yeah, that's the only way that I've ever done it. And I do a little bit of like telling about it on Facebook and stuff, but it's really just look me up on there. Dinosaur classes, art classes.
Oh, fun. Jerry's an art teacher.
I love art,
too.
teaching art. I had to kind of learn how to teach it online compared to being in person, giving them supplies. So that was a learning curve. But once I figured it out, that was fun.
Yeah, I am not good with art at all. Like I never even liked arts and crafts as a kid or in school. Anything like with glitter or anything, they used to bag it and send it back to me because I can't stand glitter.
Let me tell you, so I always, whenever I'd have an assistant teacher, they used to get so upset with me when I would break out the glitter. And I'm like, no, I am going to be that teacher that brings the glitter. I will clean it up. I will clean it up for a month, but we're going to use glitter.
And you will clean it up for a month just by
Yes.
one-time use. I mean, this is TMI, but you go to the bathroom and you find it
Yep.
in your
It's on the side of
clothes.
your face for a week, in your hair. Yep.
Give me the mud, give me the slime,
Yeah,
give me the worms.
yeah.
I don't know why. I have no idea. My friends still send me like Facebook memes and stuff of like glitter bombs, and it makes me sweat. Like it gets me nervous when I'm around it. So.
Well, you wait. Now that you've said that, you wait until I meet you because you're in trouble.
I won't go near you. You'll put me to tears. Let's see. Kelly said, I think little kids take a lot more patience.
That's true.
And more teacher energy for the young kiddos. Yeah, they do. But I have
It's a different kind of patience, though.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Some people are like, how do you teach kindergarten? I'm like, how do you teach middle school?
Right. But I love that there's different types of personalities that can teach all different ages. Yeah. I mean, because I'm not doing the older kids. So it's great that there's people that like teaching the older.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one. So is your husband also a teacher?
He is. Yep. He's on out school.
I think I remember you talking about that one time, maybe in a video or something. I don't remember. Yeah. So how do you teach science in an RV? Carefully.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of storage space, but yet we have our only closet that we have. It has a whole, probably like 5 different areas. It's full of teacher stuff.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. Like,
so now that he's on board with teaching, we can have a whole area for teaching supplies.
there you go. Yeah, I can't imagine. My whole garage was filled. And then we went from having a garage to no garage, and that was hard enough. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really consider how I'm gonna do this when I start RVing. We've been saving up. We're doing it, Heather.
Well, good. It's a lot. It's not for everyone, but it is amazing. It is so amazing.
We are empty nesters with 2 big dogs. I think we're okay. Because you have dogs as well, right?
Yeah, we have 2 big dogs. One of them's a Great Dane.
Yeah, I've seen them too. Rebecca said science can be done in a small space. Once a year we did glitter, and I always did it one by one and well contained. No, I sent them to my best friend across the hallway. She would do all the Christmas glitter, and I would do paint, like paint the kids' hands and make the snowmen on the bulb and super cute stuff. It just didn't have glitter.
Yeah.
So, but my kids were never without. They just went to other classrooms for it. So
yeah.
I'm so bad. So Heather, how long have you guys been on YouTube?
2.5 years, maybe 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how long ago, because I just assumed you had a channel longer than me, but I'm at like 3, I think now. So
yeah, it's fun to look back. I recently looked at our first video that introduced us, and I'm like, Elias was so tiny. So that's going to be fun for him. You know, everybody's like, does he remember what you do? And I said, I don't know, honestly, because he was so young when he started, but we have lots of videos to show him.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. We don't have so much of when our kids were little, and my kids are like in their 20s now. So we didn't have all the social media and stuff that you guys do now. So a little different. Yeah. And why don't you tell everybody what your channel name is and a little bit about it?
So our channel is Nomadic Trio. So the 3 of us, we're full-time RVers. Our son was 8 months old when we started, and he's 3 now. So that's all he knows. So we travel. Our plan is to travel the whole country. So far, we've probably hit about 15 states.
Nice.
And we are currently in our first work camping job. So we're working at an RV park for the summer. So that's different, and that's adding something new to the whole RVing. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. I would like to go to all the states as well. I think something I've wanted to do is do the state parks. Go to state parks. And I'd love to go to all of the Major League Baseball parks, because I love baseball, and it's just something I've wanted to do forever. But living in Europe, I want to go back to Europe and RV there as well. They have amazing things there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Something I learned from your channel is boondocking. I had never heard of that before. You want to tell them what that is?
I actually had a lady come in yesterday, and she was asking if she could use the showers at the RV park for a fee. And I said, can you hear me? I froze for a minute. Okay. Yeah. And I said, are you boondocking? And she said, am I what? And she said, I've never heard that before. So boondocking is where you don't have any amenities. You don't have your swimming pool. You don't have your picnic table. You don't have your plug-in electric water dump station. You are in the middle of nowhere, and it's amazing. Like this, but your RV would be here instead of your tent.
So I watch your channel and a couple of other RVers. Someone was on the water. You guys were on the water once, right?
We were on the beach.
Yeah, that was you guys. Okay. Yep. I think that's the boondocking video that I was thinking of too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was our first time boondocking. So it was a lot of learning that time. But I keep freezing. But it was a lot of learning as we went, but we were able to open our door and the water was right there. It was amazing.
Yeah, you guys have to go check out the channel. I'm telling you, it's super exciting. If you like RVing, camping, the beach even, like there's just a little bit for everybody on there. It's super fun. Let's see. Rebecca said, we have a goal to make it to all 50 state capitals. We've made it to 15. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kelly said, how would you get your RV to Europe? guess you'd have to buy two. Well, maybe I'd rent there. Do you know they even have like dog ones that have like dog sections and pull out food dishes for them, and they're so cute. But I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, Europe, I could probably rent one. Or maybe go to the base and see if somebody has one I can
that's
rent
true.
from
Yeah.
there. So yeah, but they have amazing places there. I would just love it. But there are so many amazing places I haven't been to here in the States because I lived overseas for 17 years. Now I've been back in the States and I'm ready to see it and travel and do things. So yeah.
It's the perfect way to do it.
Yes. So is RVing expensive?
That's kind of a loaded question. So it depends. It depends how you RV. It depends what your thought of traveling is. It can, if you're stationary, which means you live in an RV, but you stay in the same spot, you're
Mhm.
not paying for gas.
Mm.
And then you're paying your monthly fee at the campground, so it's cheaper. If you want to see everything, but also do all the tourist stuff in every area, it's going to be really expensive.
True. I didn't think
So
about that.
I think we're kind of like in the middle. We try to stay places for a little bit longer. We do boondocking, which can be free-ish. And we do some tourist stuff just to see it. But we like to look up stuff in like local areas and kind of just check out the area itself.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in the middle of cheap and expensive, but it just depends what you want to do while you're out there.
Yeah. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, would I have to go buy food every day to like in Germany you have little refrigerators because they shop almost every day to cook every day. So guys, I really have all these questions.
Well, so the thing with that is, and it depends on what kind of RV you get. Some of them have those really small, like dorm-like refrigerators,
Mhm.
which is what our first trailer had. You don't have much room. The one we have now has a big fridge, so we can buy like we used to buy. We can buy a lot of stuff at
Um,
once. And it sounds like people think you live in an RV, you have to cook camp stuff. That's not true. You can cook real stuff. You have an oven. Instant Pot is amazing.
I love my air fryer. We bring my air
Yeah,
fryer.
see, you still can have a normal life in an RV. It's just a smaller space.
Yeah, I think one of the hardest things to wrap my head around is how everything stays secure when I'm driving.
So you make it that way. So you have to like plan on you. Well, actually, I don't think we've ever done that. Like a take down and put up when we move and get somewhere video. Because that is something if you've never done it before, but everything has a place.
Yeah.
And we have stuff on the walls because I have to feel like it's homey
Yeah.
and I'm living in a home. So I can't not have stuff on the walls. So everything comes off the walls, everything gets put in its place, and you close it up, your RV goes in, and you're good to go. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. I've had enough moves. I could understand things breaking. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll just send my questions your way. You don't have to answer them, but maybe they'll give you some video ideas.
Yeah.
I have a notebook and I'm like writing all my questions down in there, places to see and things to do.
Well, we didn't have anybody to ask when we started. We just started without knowing anybody that did it. So
Mhm.
we love helping people now. Anybody that has questions, we give our experience and try to help the best we can. And
Yeah.
that's also on our YouTube. We try to put videos out for how-tos and things you might not think of.
Yeah, I think I remember you guys doing one on dumping, and he's like, it's not like the best thing in the world.
Yeah, this isn't a fun video, but you might find it helpful.
Yes, I watched it. I don't even have an RV yet, but
It made you change your mind, right?
no, but I was worried. I'm like, how do you do it? Okay, so little unknown fact is when I was active duty, part of my job was to clean the poop out of the aircraft. So there was a hose I had to hook up and stuff. So I guess it's not a huge thing, but it is something I think about, like, how do I do it, you know?
Yeah. And once you do these things once, they become like a normal thing, like in a house. In a house, you're obviously not doing that, but it's something that you get used to doing, and it's really not hard.
It's just part of living.
Yeah.
So what made you guys want to start RVing?
Well, it's like a lot of people say. A lot of us have the same stories of we got tired of working so much to never see each other and never do anything together. We had this amazing house and we saw each other only at night when we got off work. And we'd get up and go to work again. And it was like, why? What's the point of this? We're never here. So when Elias came along, we're like, we want to give him a life that, we never had, and we want to give him everything we can. And that's what we did. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
For me, I've always wanted to be out in nature, but I don't want nature to come inside. So I don't like tents, or, I've always been kind of like in the tents. So, I mean, if you've watched my channel for a while, people may have seen a couple videos where lizards have come in and climbed on my desk. That's happened in the middle of videos and classes sometimes because I live in Florida. But that's as far as nature I want to come in my house.
Well, and then that's good because you can travel. And the great thing is there's all kinds of campgrounds. Where we're at right now, we're in a resort. So it's different. Our favorite places to be are in the woods, either boondocking or state parks. State parks are awesome, where you have lots of trees around you. So you get to choose what type of RVing you want to do. You might still get a lizard in an RV park.
I'm okay with
fancy,
lizards.
But yeah.
I just don't want snakes. Snakes are my thing. I used to love them, but now as I've gotten older, I had one right near my leg outside one time. And ever since then, I see a snake and I'm like, ugh. It makes me sad because I used to pat them, like people would hold them and I could touch them. And now I'm like,
wow.
So, if you have any more questions for Heather, put them in the chat. And make sure you check out her video, like I mentioned. But I had another question for you. Well, I'll go with the goals because that's one of my favorite questions. So this is like the last quarter of the year. Do you have any personal or professional goals?
I don't know. I've actually been thinking about that. And for YouTube, we go through stages where we're like, oh, we're going to keep this going. It's great. And then we go through stages where I'm sure everybody does, where it's like, is it worth it? I really enjoy doing it and I like helping people. So I think my goal for that part is to keep growing it and just to keep helping. When we get those comments where people say, wow, I'm glad you did this video. It was so much help. I'm like, okay, cool. There's somebody watching that it's helping. As for like personal in itself, I think maybe getting more stable. We are very flexible on our income and how we make money. And I think becoming a little more stable in it would be a great goal.
There you are.
I keep freezing. Yeah.
But it's only for quick seconds that you're freezing. So does that happen a lot in your classes or is it just
no? And that's what I'm like, okay, now it's going to do it today.
Yeah. Usually if my Yahoo is open, for some reason, my email, if I notice that I'm freezing, that's the one thing I shut off. I don't know why, but email gets me every time. So I think that's it. Is there anything else we should know about RVing or online teaching?
Well, and so for RVing, like I said, it's not for everybody. And that's really important to know. You're going to be living in a small space. There are bigger RVs, but there are none the size of a house that I've found yet.
Or that you can move easily.
Yeah, you cannot have a lot of stuff. We had to go through a whole time of getting rid of stuff, and that's hard. Even if you're not somebody that has a lot, you have to go through like family looms and things like that and decide, what am I keeping? Because you can't keep it all. You can only fit so much in here. But for us, once we got rid of stuff, it was freeing. We realized that stuff is literally just stuff. Some of it's memories and it's important, but a lot of the stuff we had was stuff like we don't need it now. We're traveling, we're outside, we're seeing things. So if you can rent one first to see what it's like, and then go from there. That can be expensive, so we didn't do that, but it's a great way to kind of try it out, see if it fits for your family.
Yeah. My biggest thing is like if I if I go to baseball games, who's gonna babysit my pups? That's my
Well,
biggest
and
one.
that's too. Can your animals stay in it by themselves? Are they trustworthy enough where they're not going to
Yeah,
tear it up? Can you fit a crate in there? So those are things
yeah,
too. If you're bringing pets, what are they capable of being able to do? Can they go with
yeah.
you everywhere?
I did learn a lot from watching different channels. I'm not sure if this was on yours or anything, but like anything over like 30 feet, you won't be able to park in a lot of places or state parks and things like that. So I know I don't want anything huge because I don't want to have to worry about where I'm going to park it. Obviously, you should do your research ahead of time, right, Heather? I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, and there's so many different kinds, so many sizes. So just like buying a house, you want to figure out what your must-haves are. Like one of ours was having a bathtub. You're not going to get a bathtub in a lot of them. And not only a bathtub, like I can soak in it. I can probably soak my feet in it. But
Yeah,
for having a son, he has a little bathtub. A lot of them
yeah,
don't have that. So figure out your must-haves and look for that kind of floor plan or layout.
yeah. I agree totally. I've been looking like all the time, like for the past 2 years, watching your channel and everything. We've been talking about it. So but I have a pit bull and I read that she cannot go to like anywhere in Canada and certain places. So I haven't looked too much into the States, but we'll see.
So, well, here's the thing. So we have a Great Dane and we have a pit.
Okay.
We got our pit in New York. So they actually have on his record, it says that he is an Australian Shepherd and a Terrier mix. So I feel like if we ever got into something with it, we
Yeah.
could say, hey, look, this is what it says. But we have not, and we've been doing this for 2.5 years. We have yet to find a place that has any kind of restrictions on our dogs. I'm
Okay.
sure there's some there, but
Right.
so far we have been good. So I don't think it's as common as it makes it sound. People are
Yeah.
more understanding these days, I think.
I heard that here in the States, but definitely there's places in, like I said, Canada and in Europe where she can't go. She's banned from Germany where we lived for 10 years. So
That's
you all are
sad.
making me want to RV.
Yay!
It looks awesome. I'm okay in close quarters. What do you do if you just need to get out for a little bit? Do you go outside? Do you hide in the restroom?
And that's what I say. So there's no really like slamming doors and walking away. The place I go when I just need my space is into the bathroom and I just sit in there for a minute. So there's a bathroom, there's your room. You're going to have your own bedroom to go in there, but you're not going
Right,
to get very far away.
right. That's so funny. All right, everyone. I think that's it. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
on
thank you for
today.
having me.
And everyone go check out Nomadic Trio. Seriously, not just because she's like, I feel like she's my friend. I told you I have never really met her in person yet, but her channel is super fun and just seeing her family grow, it's so cute. So, all right, everyone. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Rebecca, and to everyone watching the replay. We'll see you all next time. Bye. Bye, Heather.
Thank
Thanks.
you.